Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to give lecture the second lesson, the second prose of English 1 in the DGBC syllabus. Okay, the second prose is learning to fly. Learning to fly. Lessons from a butterfly. Okay, this one was written by Prakash Iyer. Okay, and before getting into the session, kindly subscribe the channel and get the updates about the upcoming lectures. And in this channel I'll be posting the lectures about English. I'll be posting English lectures. The whole syllabus of English lectures will be posted in this channel, so kindly subscribe and enjoy the lecture. Yes, this lesson, okay, was written by Prakash Iyer. He was, versatile personality, of course. Why? Because he had been on. He was an author. Okay, he's an author and a great orator. Okay, speaker. Of course, he was a leadership coach, and he was an alumnus of IIM of Ahmedabad. Uh, of course, he had served in various capacities, such as a managing director of Kimberly Clark Lever Private Limited and director of Infomedia Press Limited, executive director, PepsiCo, and of course was responsible for the company's operations in South India, Sri Lanka, and China, of course. See, now he serves as an advisor of multiple alternate, asset management private limited. Yes, Prakash Iyer has written notable works like Habit of Winning and The Branding of Nation. Okay, this is all about the writer Prakash Iyer. Now let me move on to the prose. Look at the title, the prose title, Learning to Fly. Okay, lessons from a butterfly. So the title itself gives a kind of positive energy for the readers, right? So learning to fly means what? Okay, uh, we need to learn. We have to learn from butterfly. So from every creatures, from every living creatures, a man can learn a lesson. So like that, a human being, though we are human being, we can learn a lecture, we can get a lesson from every living creatures in the world. So like that, he is telling we have to learn a lesson from butterfly, how overcome from struggle, how a butterfly become amazingly. Everybody would love to play with butterfly. Before its stage it was a caterpillar. So when it was a caterpillar, people try to hate that. People won't touch it. People even won't ready to see that. But when it became a butterfly, every world will come behind us. So like that. So he is telling, learn a lesson from a butterfly. The writer who came across a man who was sitting in a garden, and the man was looking at the incredible was a he was looking at the unbelievable sight of a cocoon with a tiny opening through which a butterfly was trying to emerge. Okay, there was a small cocoon from which the butterfly was coming out. Okay, after its incubation period, it is coming out, and there the man was watching nearly an hour. Okay, and the fellow was the man was trying to help butterfly to come out from its hole. Okay, so he goes near to the tree and you know and making the hole little bigger so that the butterfly can come out easily from its captivity. But it's actually natural, right? It has to break its own by its own effort. Only then it will be very active and healthy. It will be very strong when it comes out to the earth, right? So nobody should help for that. So the man decided to help the poor butterfly with his hand. He made the hole little bigger, and the butterfly came out. It looked very weak and tender because the butterfly, which has to break its fins with its own strength, only then it will be stronger. Now it became weak because the man has did it. The man was waiting eagerly that the butterfly will fly, but it was not able to fly. Okay, it became, unable to fly. He didn't realize that his attempt to help the butterfly will ended in failure. Okay, so the butterfly has to fight against the fence to emerge from the restrictive cocoon. Okay, and the fluids from the body gets pushed into the wings, making them stronger, making them larger, enabling them to that will enable them to fly. Without the struggle, the butterfly stays weak and unable to fly. Yes. So there will be struggle at everybody's life. People have to face that. Once you face that, you will be stronger. People will be stronger. That is what the the writer who tries to convey through this prose. He also goes on telling that when you find yourself struggling and feel like giving up, remember it might be a nature's way for helping you fly and soar to your true potential. Yes. And he also says that you may find that your dear friend, or your boss, or your mentor is deserting you in your hour of need. Don't be too harsh on them. They might be doing it to help you, to help your wings to develop fully so that you learn to fly. Now, the writer wanted to mention one of his, past memories when he was working as a management trainee at Hindustan Lever. There, as a part of his training program, start off as a frontline salesman, selling soap, toothpaste, and shampoo. The sales stint requires all trainee freshly, okay, and to spend the first few months living the salesman's life. See there, when he was living in large in a small towns on a salesman allowances, as to travel by bus and train and get a first hand feel of the real thing. Yes, the another unbelievable learning experience in those days was, his 2 month rural stint there. He was living in Etah district of Uttar Pradesh. They're getting a taste of how 70% of the country lives there. 70% of country are living there. Those experiences which he believed helped him all emerge stronger, become better human beings, smarter managers. See, when he was working there, he learned a lot. Of course, there he faced, of course, nobody has to tell you about the hardship of a salesman. People have to work hard. A lot of pressure will be given on the field, of course. So there, he faced a lot of challenges, which he took as a lesson and strengthened him. And he goes on telling, like, corporate India has seen some of its finest leaders emerge from the Hindustan Lever School of Management. Those early days of struggle, no doubt, played their part in their process, of course. And he also, mentioning another example, Suresh Raina, the Indian cricketer, okay, and there he was seen as a precocious talent. Of course, Raina, very active cricketer, which you got him, and today, cricket team, who found himself pitchforked into the Indian squad, of course, no doubt about it, without going through the real grind of first class cricket. Yes. After a brief stint on the team where he promised much but delivered a little, so he was dropped from the team. Then he went out and pushed himself through the hard yards of first class domestic cricket. He spent around 18 months. After consistent performance there, he fought his way back to the team and has only improved ever since. One thing we must remember, the second chance will not come easily. That everybody won't get that, like Suresh Raina. The tiny shriveled butterfly can choose to go back into the cocoon and find its way out to strengthen its wing. The man who has opened its hole to make, he was thinking that the butterfly will come out easily. He should have not done that, because now the butterfly cannot go back inside the cocoon and break the fence and to strengthen itself, right? The second chance is not possible for everybody. The next time, if you find yourself struggling, remember it might be for just be a preparation for a takeoff. When you get that chance to struggle, make the most of it. After all, and dictionaries, the author tells the readers to nurture an undying spirit and never say die attitude. He advises the readers to not to be intimidated by struggles and challenges, but to take them head on so that they can succeed in their lives. Well, that's it about the prose. Thanks for listening my lectures. Do subscribe the channel.